Recently, the Dashaway company traveled to Cal State Fullerton to speak with one of the top fall prevention experts in the world, Dr. Debra Rose. We talked with her about her work and her excitement about integrating the Dashaway into her programs. Dr. Rose's innovative fall prevention program, Fallproof, was recently recognized by the National Council on Aging as one of the top 7 programs in the country keeping seniors active and healthy. Not only did Dr. Rose literally write the book on physical activity for older adults, but she is currently serving as co-director of both the Center for Successful Aging and the Fall Prevention Center of Excellence. She is also a professor of kinesiology at Cal State Fullerton. After reviewing her long list of credentials, one simple question came to mind as we began our interview. What is kinesiology?
Yes, kinesiology is the study of movement, both the art and science of movement.
And can you tell us a little about your fall prevention program?
Yes, the fall prevention program that I operate is called Fallproof, and we have both programs that operate here right on the campus at Cal State Fullerton, and also many programs out in the community operating in senior centers and retirement communities.
And what is the goal of the Fallproof program?
The goal of Fallproof is really to lower the risk factors associated with falls, and that may be a number of different things. It may be lower body muscle weakness, balance and gait impairments are a big component of the program. We also address specifically the fear of falling, which often leads to older adults restricting their physical activities to the point where they become seriously deconditioned and at more risk for falls than they were before they developed the syndrome.
And how do clients find your program?
We have a number of people that find our program both through referrals from physical therapists. We have a very strong relationship with our area physical therapists. In some cases, primary care physicians are referring their patients to us because they've either been reporting that they have balance problems or that they're very fearful of falling. And they're very important things that we do try to address in our program here.
And what types of people join Fallproof?
The type of individual that's coming into the Fallproof program here really may present with a lot of different problems. Some may have neurological conditions such as Parkinson's disease. They may have experienced a stroke which has left them partially paralyzed and therefore having serious mobility difficulties. We also have the individual who has not yet fallen but is very fearful of falling coming into the program and really wanting to work on their balance and gait abilities so that they can avoid that fall, or if a fall should happen, that their likelihood of injuring themselves is that much less because they know better how to move through space.
And how big is the problem of falls among older adults?
Reducing falls in the older adult population is a critical issue, and falls are a public health crisis in this country. We have a very large and expanding older adult population, and we have a large number of older adults falling. At least 1 in 3 older adults who are residing in the community are going to fall at least once each year. A number of those falls are going to result in them going to the emergency department, potentially being hospitalized, and many again of those falls occur in individuals who can't go back to their own home, that in fact they are actually having to move out of an independent living situation and be placed in assisted living or nursing home care.
And what was your impression of the Dashaway the first time you saw it?
When I first saw the Dashaway, I saw immediate possibilities for this piece of equipment, both in terms of significantly enhancing an older adult's gait, but also really serving as a functional exercise tool, which I thought was very dramatically important about the Dashaway. I also looked at this particular piece of equipment and thought, now I've got an older adult who's fearful of falling or an older adult who is really unstable. They're going to have much more faith or trust in a piece of equipment that has been so sturdily designed. And I think the other thing that is really important from my perspective, because I work with so many individuals who have poor balance, is as soon as you stand behind that tool, you're in a perfect posturally aligned position. So instead of the walker pushing the individual around, we finally have a tool on the market that the individual is going to be controlling.
And did you notice any significant advantages of the Dashaway's design?
I think the Dashaway offers, I believe, a number of important advantages when it's being used. The first would be is that it's bringing the older adult into a significantly better postural alignment. They're much closer to the device, so they immediately have greater control over the movement of the device. A second thing I really like about it is its versatility. The fact that it can be used as a functional training machine, but it can also be used as a locomotor device very effectively. So I think there are many things I like about the Dashaway, and I'm very excited to integrate it into our Fallproof program to see how it can really assist our older adults.
And how do you see the Dashaway integrating into your Fallproof program?
I see a lot of opportunities to very easily integrate the Dashaway into our Fallproof program that we operate here, particularly with our clients that are coming in with those traditional walkers or maybe coming in wheelchairs. It's not possible to have really effectively older adults in a group environment working on traditional walking devices. They just don't provide them with the level of stability that they would need to be able to do functional standing exercises. So we tend, as a function of trying to maintain maximum safety, is having them work in a lot of seated environments. What I see the Dashaway as enabling us to do is to allow us to do a lot more standing activities with the older adult, where we don't have to be quite so supervisory, because the equipment itself is such a wonderful stability machine.
And how does the Dashaway compare with scooters or other traditional mobility aids?
There are a lot of different devices that are out there, and we see the full gamut of them come into our center on any given day. And I think my concern with most of those devices is that they're really not appropriate for the individual that's using them. And while devices like scooters are good in terms of enhancing the individual's mobility in terms of getting from A to B, they're really not the one moving from A to B. It's the scooter that's taking them. So I see having a device like the Dashaway is going to get the older adult back up on his or her feet and actually moving from point A to point B with a great deal of ease. And at the same time, increasing that lower body strength, reducing those balance impairments, and also really enjoying the sense of being independent in an upright walking position.
One of your clients recently purchased a Dashaway. How is he doing?
We do actually have at this time one of our clients that has embraced the Dashaway and is now using it. And I think that my recollection of his first meeting with the Dashaway was really quite profound. He was very athletic prior to sustaining a very severe stroke, which has left him predominantly wheelchair bound. It is very, very difficult for him really to walk anywhere further than 5 to 10 steps because of his profound instability and his paralysis on one side. And so when he was introduced to the Dashaway, given a little bit of instruction, it was truly exciting to see him stand up on that Dashaway and simply promenade around the room here. Just the expression on his own face was probably more exciting than any of us who were watching it happen, because he truly felt liberated. He felt that I'm up, I'm walking, this is great. And this is not something that he has experienced for a long, long time. We can put him in our aquatic facility and have him ambulating, but as soon as he gets back up on that land, he has profound difficulties trying to move. But now we have a device for him where we can do all of the good things that we've been doing with him in the water in terms of improving his locomotor abilities, and he can transfer them now to the land with the assistance of the Dashaway.